Today we're going to be building this beautiful wine rack. If you want to see how I did it, stay tuned.
Hey guys, Tracy Warner again. Welcome to my shop. What's up? Today we're going to be working on a wine rack for my wife. She does some traveling vineyard on the side, is what it's called. It's not sponsored. She's been trying to come up with an idea for a wine rack for a while now, and we did some brainstorming. And every time she gets these bottles of wine in the mail, it always comes in a box. And we never have anywhere to put it other than leave it in the box. And she always wanted a nice wine rack to display all these. And so after a while, we got to looking at how they stored them in the box and how they shipped them. And they actually have these templates that they actually kind of fold up, and you get kind of this thing in the box. And the back of your wine bottle would go here, and the front would go in this one, and it would stagger. And so basically we decided we would take this template and actually make a wine rack out of it. And so on that, we were in our local Menards and looking to get some lumber, and we were going to get some good pine, good quality pine. And then while she was up on the rack, I was down below with the kids, and I happened to see some red cedar. Now normally I'm not real big on cedar. It cuts easy and it sands easy, but other than that, I'm not really the greatest fan of it. However, they had 3 particular boards that just had this mind-blowing grain pattern and colors, and just nothing I've ever seen like it. And so we got taking a closer look at that, and I actually went through the whole stack of them they had. And there's only these 3 boards that had this very unique grain pattern to them. So we picked them up and brought them home, and that's what we're going to use on this project here. So let's get started.
We're going to start out by trying to get rid of some of these knots that we have in these boards here. Going to try and get rid of as many knots as we can, so we got a nice clean board to work with. Now on the length of these, I'm going to fit it to our countertop, and it'll sit on our countertop and in between our upper cupboards. And to get an extra width, we're going to have to glue boards together in order to accomplish that width. Boards up in these clamps I had built, and I'll keep the boards nice and flat while the glue dries. Here's where I use that template to mark on our boards just where we'll need to cut away. And now I'm using a square just to make sure my lines are nice and straight for when we cut them out. And here I'm just making sure to find where the center point is, using 3 points. Find out just where that center is so that we can drill it out. And here I am just drilling out the holes, and then we'll come back in a little bit and we'll cut out the lines. I even got my wife to help me out here. She's using this little scroll saw we got for her. She loves using that thing. And now I'm just rounding over the edges, mainly the ones you'll see, but wanted to make sure there was no sharp edges anywhere. Now at the ends I wanted to leave them square, so I only did just the top, and I left the sides alone, that way we'd have a nice edge to nail to. Now on the edge sides, I just wanted to do just the front facing edge. So I did one side, flipped it over, and then I did the other side and left the back side of that board alone. Now here I just used a spacer because I didn't want that very front edge to be flush. I wanted it to be countersunk in just a little bit. So I used a spacer to get my spacing correct, and then I used a square to make sure all of my edges were squared up. Gluing the edges first, and because it's end grain, I'm going to let it soak in just a little bit and add just a little bit more glue, make sure I got enough in there. And we'll get them set up, squared in, and then we're just nailing them in with the air nailer. Now with the one side complete, we'll just flip her over and do the other side and do the exact same thing. Here I actually clamped my square from the face to the edge just to make sure everything would stay squared up. Now with the bottom done, I decided to use them same cutouts as spacers to make sure I had enough height for my wine bottles to fit in between the top and the bottom rails. And now we'll do the top the same as we did for the bottom rails. And here we're just throwing a bottle in there to make sure there's enough clearance for it to slide in and out, and it all looks good.
guys ever started a project, get going on it, realize you're almost out of glue and you hope you have enough just to make it through the project so you can go buy another bottle later? I bought another bottle because this guy was running low about a month ago. And somehow, I don't know, it just keeps going. I don't know, it's weird.
With some final sanding, we're ready for the finishing coats. Went with a amber shellac here. And look at that beautiful grain pattern there. The only way I think I could have made this look any better would have been with a clear shellac, because the wood was definitely beautiful enough for it. And look at that beautiful wood grain. I don't think I could have picked a better wood for this particular project.
So one thing I'd like to mention is while I was staining this, we had talked about the very unique grain pattern in this particular cedar. I actually chose an amber shellac to cover it with. That was kind of like the best finish I really had on hand. Stain just covered everything, and I just didn't really care for it much. The shellac kind of had the better result of them all, so we just kind of went with that. And as I was brushing that on, I noticed a few spots were a little lighter and some were a little darker. And I'm like, oh, okay, I'll come back to them on the second coat and make sure I get them real good. And once I actually got it out into the sunlight, I come to realize that no, I didn't put an uneven coat on it. That was actually the different shades of the grain. It kind of threw me for a whirl. I've never experienced that before myself, but very unique finish nonetheless. I hope you guys enjoyed the build. I am hoping to start a website in the very near future. I'm not sure when yet, but I'm hoping to be able to sell some of these plans for these projects that I have. This wine rack in particular, I hope to be able to put on there. But I hope this gives you some ideas of your own to try in your own home. I hope you enjoyed the build, and I'll see you next time.